Welcome, Taurus, to your January 2023 reading. Happy New Year, Taurus. Can you believe we can actually say goodbye to 2022? It's been a struggle for some of us. Now, Taurus, before I get into your reading, I just want to remind everyone that I am still offering my free mini reading for all new subscribers. So if you've got a question about this particular reading or something that this reading doesn't cover for you, just click the subscribe button and in the comments section below, put new subscriber and then ask your question. Or if you don't have a question, just put new subscriber, free mini reading please, or something like that, just so I know that you do want that more extended reading. Now, for everyone else, if you're already a subscriber, you don't want to subscribe, or you're just new to the channel, whatever it is, you can also ask a question as well. I'll give you a short answer, a yes or a no, or just whatever message comes out as I'm shuffling. But if you are a new subscriber, you will get that more in-depth mini reading. Now, let's get into your January reading. Now, you start out the energy of the Hermit. Now, the Hermit has been coming out for a lot of people, so I feel like this is collective energy here. A lot of us are really going within, we're really soul searching, and we're perhaps getting some answers that we have been seeking, and perhaps even about the path that we're on, where we're at, even contemplating what is to come, reviewing our past. I feel this is pretty natural at the beginning of the year anyway. A lot of us do that. But you are definitely needing to have some quiet time. I feel like there is some serenity here around you, and you may actively be seeking to be the hermit, to take that time out from the chaos of the world, of your life, and just sit back quietly and relax. Now, for some of you, you may have a significant Virgo in your life. Not only do you have the Hermit, which is the card for Virgo, but you also have the Queen of Pentacles, which I would normally read as a Virgo as well. Now, the Queen, this is a general reading here, Taurus, so the Queen of Pentacles can actually represent any earth sign, so that is Virgo, Taurus, or Capricorn. But for some of you, I feel like there is a significant Virgo here, and you're certainly going to be taking on a lot of those Virgo traits. So you're very practical, you're very down to earth. I mean, you're an earth sign. You actually fit in perfectly with Virgo energy, and you are very practical yourself. So you are familiar, but this is very organized as well, very structured, and able to be quite the sort of person that can do everything all at once. Virgos are very good at doing that, being able to go out, go to work, come home, do the cooking, do the cleaning, do the gardening, look after the kids, take them to school, drop them off, pick them up. They're that kind of person that is very able to juggle a lot of things. So you may be taking on a lot of this energy as well at the beginning of the year. But for many of you, I feel like you actually need time to just be on your own and really be quiet and seek that knowledge. The Hermit is quite a spiritual card as well, so you may be seeking some answers from your spirit guides, your angels, the higher power that you like to listen to. There is a lot of contemplation going on here at the beginning of the month. Now, as I touched on, you've got that Queen of Pentacles. This card, you've actually got quite a few pentacles here. So I feel like the focus for January is on your money and your career, how you spend it, how you earn it. The Queen of Pentacles is that card of abundance. You've worked really hard. You are the one that's brought the money into your family, and you are really asked to enjoy it. For a lot of you, I feel like you're saving money here. You've got the Four of Pentacles. This is hanging on to your money quite tightly. Some of you might be saving money for a wedding here. You have the Four of Wands. You could even be saving money for a house or to build a house. But the Queen of Pentacles does ask you to enjoy what it is that you've earned. Other people around you really appreciate the hard work that you've done to create this wealth, and you need to make sure that you can relax and enjoy it as well. It's not all about saving and putting away and scrimping and holding on, because sometimes that can be quite a negative trait as well, where you've earned a lot of money and you don't need to hang on to it tightly, but you are. That can be quite a controlling characteristic. So just remember to relax and enjoy the fruits of your labor. Now that Four of Pentacles, again, I touched on that previously. Now I really feel like for some of you, this is just talking about you putting money away for something bigger, something that you are wanting to save for. But again, there is a warning with the Four of Pentacles that we be careful that we're not hanging on to things too tightly when we don't have to. This is sometimes called the miser card. I'm certainly not saying that you're a miser, but it's that warning that, yeah, it is great to save your money and build wealth for a rainy day or for the future, but when you're hanging on too tightly and you don't have to, and you're not enjoying the fruits of your labor, you're not able to really just relax and spend money on things to make yourself feel good either. To make yourself feel good can actually be quite damaging, particularly our relationship with money. You know, if we're hanging on to things, it's almost like a sense of desperation and, oh, I've got to hang on to this. I haven't got enough. Whereas if you allow the money to flow in and flow out, it's a never-ending cycle, and what goes out does come back in. So don't worry about it here. Now, the Four. You've actually got two fours here. You've got that Four of Pentacles, and you do have that Four of Wands. Now, that Four of Wands is that card of building something. It is the marriage card, so that's why I do feel that some of you could potentially be getting married. I do see that Virgo here. I see an Aquarian here as well, or a Gemini or a Libra. This is a general reading. So you've got the King of Swords there. This is an air sign, so it could be one of those people. But, when you get multiples of anything, I always like to look at the synchronicity of that, because I believe, I'm not a numerologist by any stretch of the imagination, but I do believe that there are synchronicities in numbers, and when you get multiple fours, there is a solid foundation here. It's solid, it's stable, it's secure, and fours represent structure and order and balance and discipline, and they are, again, a result of your efforts. And I feel like this is a theme as well. You've worked hard. You're the one that's bringing in the money. You're the one that's worked hard to build what it is that you've got. And an interesting thing about fours, having multiple fours, is they indicate a time of reflection. And this fits in really well with that message of the Hermit card. A lot of you are at a moment in your life where you are reflecting on where it is that you've come, on your past, what you've built, where you're going. You know, this is quite a time of reflection here for many of you. But you know, this is often you know, a time for celebration as well, because you can actually look at what it is that you've done, where you're going, what you've achieved, and you can celebrate it because you've done really well here, Taurus. It's quite good. Now, as I said, you've got that King of Swords here. Now, this could be an air sign, significant air sign in your life. I'm so sorry, I've got a tickle in my throat. I should have had a glass of water. Now, the King of Swords is someone quite intellectual, quite sharp, quite, I was going to say emotionless, but they use intellect rather than emotion when making decisions. And they're actually someone that's really good to give advice. So you could actually be seeking advice from someone here. And the fact that this character, the King of Swords, is right beneath the Hermit card. The Hermit is often seeking wise counsel from other people. And it could be you are also giving wise counsel as well. So you might be giving wise counsel to this King of Swords. But the King of Swords, as I said, is someone that is great to give you a balanced, non-emotional response or advice to any kind of problem that you may have. And often when we see these court cards showing up in a reading, we are taking on a lot of the qualities of these signs as well. So you might be pondering and looking at things from a non-emotional perspective and really deciding what it is you want to do in the future, how you want to earn your money, what about, you know, if you're looking at your career, you might be taking some non-emotional decisions regarding that as well. But you know, I feel like, as I said in the beginning, your finances are really showing up here, or certainly your career. So you might be taking some really unemotional decisions when it comes to making your money as well. You might just be making some really strong, clear-cut decisions. Now, you've got the Ace of Pentacles here. I love this card. All aces are new beginnings. So for a lot of you, you may be commencing a new line of work. You might be getting a new job. You might be going into a new career. You might be getting a second income, but this is a source of income that is often gifted to you. Some of you might be getting a gift from another person of money. You could be winning some money here, but the message with the Ace of Pentacles is abundance. There is this new source of income. You're in a really good position here when it comes to your finances. And I feel like you aren't going to have to struggle too much for too much longer anyway. You know, you've got the Five of Swords here. This is that card of struggling, a little bit of conflict. There may be some conflict here when it comes to money. But to me, this is like the conflict has ended. You've won the fight, you've won the battle, but you really need to ask yourself, was it worth the fight? Was all that struggle, was all that saving and scrimping and hanging on tightly to your money actually worth it? For some of you, you might say yes, because you've got the Ten of Pentacles here as well. And this is, again, another card of abundance, of wealth. You are really building your family wealth here. And you have been struggling for a while, I feel. But the Ten of Pentacles says you're almost at that stage where you can perhaps even retire. Some of you might even be able to resign from the work that you're doing and just relax and enjoy a new life here, a new direction to go in. Particularly if you are getting married. If marriage is on the cards for some of you, you may have reached your goal. You may have said to yourself, I need to earn X amount of dollars for the wedding, the reception, the honeymoon, building the house. Now, I do feel like for some of you, you could potentially even be building a home, just because that Four of Wands is that secure structure. You are building, whether it's physically building a home or metaphorically, you want to build a space that you can start a family in and have this happy, secure environment for kids and moving forward in your life as well. But that Ten of Pentacles, I absolutely love it. There's money everywhere. Now, for some of you, you may be getting some money from an inheritance as well, or your family may be actually giving you some money. But in January, I'm telling you, you have got nothing to worry about in terms of your funds here. There is abundance everywhere. Now, your final card from the Gateway Oracle deck is Believe in Magic, and this is believing in magic, I should say. And this is a lovely card. I actually love it, the top hat with all of these wonderful treasures popping out of it. Now, the affirmation for this particular card is true magic is abounding in my life. So you must remember to be saying this to yourself over and over in January. And the meaning of this card is, it is indeed a magical universe. Spiritual dimensions and mystical realms are only a thought away. The key to opening these doors is to trust in something you cannot see or hear. You can have doubts, yet still believe in a vast and mysterious universe where signs, symbols, and coincidences reveal secret messages. Even if your faith is the size of a mustard seed, magic can abound. Believe. The universe wants you to know some things are true, even if you don't believe them. It's hard to comprehend how something as heavy as a jumbo jet can fly, but it does. When you make an overseas call, it's hard to believe that your voice travels into space and bounces back, but it does. And it's sometimes hard to believe that angels are looking over us, but they are. Here's to believing in magic. Wow, I absolutely love that message for you, Taurus. Taurus, you are a very practical, down-to-earth sign. And I feel like for a lot of you, believing in magic isn't something that you do quite easily. You like the facts. You like to see things that in front of you. You want to believe in what you see, but as this card said, there are things that you can't see, but they're still true, and there might be some things that you don't believe, but they are true too. So just remember to repeat that affirmation. What harm can it do? True magic is abounding in my life. So if you are having issues with money, things are absolutely going to be changing for you in January. And if you believe that, then what you think about, you bring about, Taurus. So remember that. That's very, very important. So I hope that resonated with you. Please take me up on my offer of that free mini reading if you are a new subscriber. Just remember, put new subscriber before your question. And for everyone else, if you want to ask a question too, I would love to shuffle my cards for you and give you that short answer response. So have an amazing January, and I hope to see you next month. Bye.